We are talking about the origins of Halloween, and we've been doing that over the last 3 days. Now we are actually on day four of the origins of Halloween, and we have talked about like the costumes and trick or treat and the genesis of the holiday itself, like where it came from, what country, and how it came to be in America. And today we're going to talk about a couple more things as far as the traditions are concerned, and then day 5 and 6 we'll get into how it's celebrated secretly today. There is a secret celebration that goes on that most people have no idea about. But let's talk about jack o' lanterns. So, jack o' lanterns is probably the most ubiquitous sign of Halloween, right? Like the carved out pumpkins with the candle inside with the little ghoulish faces. Well, where did that come from? If we go back to the original Celtic religion, we find that what they used at that time was actually turnips, believe it or not, turnips and beets. And they would carve out these really ugly faces on the turnips and the beets in an effort to possibly ward off spirits, like we talked about, the malevolent spirits, the bad spirits. This was their belief. Well, when they came to America, there wasn't quite the abundance of beets and turnips, but there was an abundance of squash, and so they began to use squash. Pumpkin, of course, became the most used one because it's easier to use, right? It's bigger. Now, the legend behind the jack o' lantern is there was a man named Jack who was sent to hell, but he ended up tricking the devil several times until the devil finally said, "You know what? You're not going to heaven or hell. You are going to roam the countryside without a head. The only light that you will have at that time was a lit up turnip. Now we see it as a pumpkin. Pretty fascinating. So let's talk about a couple other things, and then we'll wrap this up. Uh, how about the tradition like of bobbing for apples? Young women who were looking for a husband often would consult a witch or a fortune teller, and they would have them do these certain rituals. They would take up apples, peels, or uh, egg shells, break them up, put them in a bowl, and then see if their future husband's initials. Yuck, gross, wow, weird, I know, but that's what went down. All right, so this has been day four. I'm excited about day five because we're going to get into some really dark things, but some things that you really need to know. All right, y'all. Hope this has been